Hey everyone, how you doing? My first NFL mock draft for 2016, I've done many before, is up already at zenny62.com. Oh, by the way, you will say, what's the shirt? It's Oakland A's, man. It's the A's. But I digress, okay? Anyway, the neat aspect of my mock draft, I'm not going to go through all the picks, I'm just giving you a summary here, is that by the 8th pick, 3 of the top quarterbacks in this year's draft, this 2016 draft, will have been gone, taken, picked up. Cleveland, coached by Hugh Jackson, will take Jared Goff of Cal. And I say that because Hugh Jackson, the head coach at Cleveland Browns, the new head coach, has spent a lot of time with Jared Goff. I think he's very comfortable with Jared. He and offensive coordinator Pep Hamilton, and they're ready to pull the trigger and bring him in and to learn behind Robert Griffin III. That leaves the San Diego Chargers. Phillip Rivers is 34 years old. Kellen Clemens is 32. This is the ripe time to bring in Carson Wentz, allow him to grow into the starter role. That is, I know, a controversial pick because the Chargers have given no indication that they're going to move in that direction, except that the situation points to it. It's just sort of sticking out there like a sore thumb, with the 2 aged quarterbacks and no real young prospect that they're pointing to that's expected to take over the reins. Carson Wentz would be that person. That leaves the San Francisco 49ers at number 7. Paxton Lynch. Now at this point you're saying, wait a minute, come on, Zenny. Where's this coming from? My entire draft hinges on the idea that the San Francisco 49ers will complete a trade with the Denver Broncos for Colin Kaepernick. It would leave the 49ers without a solid quarterback outside of Blaine Gabbert to build their offense around. Gabbert is not mobile as was Colin Kaepernick. But have you ever seen Paxton Lynch play? And his pro day is this Wednesday. He can throw on the run. He's big, tall, and rangy. Can make throws both short, medium, and especially long. Paxton Lynch's long ball is very good. My prediction that the 49ers will like Paxton at pro day, work him out more, and decide that he is the best fit for Chip Kelly's offense, not just from a throwing standpoint, but from a mobility standpoint. Now, other highlights. Shaq Lawson to the Oakland Raiders. Now, at this point, you're like, what? Because you're saying to me, wait a minute, Aldon Smith is coming back from suspension. I get that. They have Bruce Irvin. I get that. They have Khalil Mack. I get that. But who could resist the opportunity to build what would be one of the finest defenses on paper in NFL history if these gentlemen can be assembled in the proper way from a scheme perspective? And who would resist the chance to do that and not take Shaq Lawson? I don't think Reggie McKenzie and the Raiders in this mock draft example would do that. Shaq Lawson to the Raiders. Other highlights. Vernon Hargreaves, by some would say, the best cornerback in the SEC last year, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Robert Ndiche to the Cincinnati Bengals, where I predict he will be a huge star. The Carolina Panthers, Derrick Henry, the Heisman Trophy winner, falls into their lap. Well, he will be the battering ram all down and back that they've wanted so much for so long. Not just who can get the 2 to 3 to 4 yards for you, but as a threat to break it every single time he carries the ball. Or catches the ball, for that matter. Something Derrick Henry can do out of the backfield. More highlights. I have to tell you that the Dallas Cowboys are going to pick Jalen Ramsey. I know others say Joey Bosa. I have Bosa going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones will not pass up speed. If there's anything that Jerry Jones learned from Al Davis, it was an appreciation for speed and great athleticism. Jalen Ramsey presents the Cowboys' best opportunity to bring in the next Deion Sanders. I can't see Jerry Jones passing that up. Anyway, those are the highlights, and I'll have my next mock draft out in about 4 days. Stay tuned.